Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, Internet?
Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, Internet? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope you're all ready for some midweek matches. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing exciting going on around the leagues, so I'm not going to talk about the likes of Torino and Sassuolo or Sevilla versus Elche. No disrespect to those teams, but there are bigger fish to fry, I think is the right way to look at it. So nothing overtly exciting going on in the leagues, so let's just jump right into the Champions League, because that's the main bread and butter of this week, and then we'll get into the Europa League as well. So we've got Real Madrid versus Atalanta. Real Madrid are winning 1-0 on aggregate, and this so they'll take an away goal with them. So they'll definitely be feeling like the favourites at the moment. Let's have a look at Atalanta's recent form, just out of interest. So they beat Spezia, they lost to Inter Milan, they beat Crotone, they beat Sampdoria, and then they had that loss against Real Madrid. So they've got a decent run of form at the moment. So definitely something for Real Madrid to look out for. They have a very attacking team. They score a lot of goals. So yeah, I think Real Madrid can't underestimate them. I think the red card in the first half definitely had something to do with the result. Not to say that Real Madrid shouldn't have won, but I think that it sort of caught Atalanta out and took the wind out of their sails. So Atalanta have got to go for it. They've got nothing to lose. Will they be able to do what they did last season and make it to the next round? We'll see. Definitely an interesting match. I think it's two teams that need to go for it. Real Madrid will be missing Eden Hazard. He is out for a couple of weeks. So we'll see what the rest of them can do. Definitely a match to keep an eye on. Manchester City versus Mönchengladbach. Unfortunately, I don't think I have to say too much about this. Manchester City already have 2 away goals. They're going to the Etihad. They've just been dominating everyone that they play, except for Manchester United, of course. So unless Mönchengladbach can pull off a miracle, which has happened, look at Spurs a couple of seasons ago. Look at Atalanta, aforementioned. So you never know. Crazier things have happened. Speaking of Manchester United, it was the anniversary of our match against PSG from a couple of years ago, where we had no right to come back and win, yet we did. So crazier things have happened. I just think that it is an incredibly uphill battle. So I think they'll go for it. They have absolutely nothing to lose. They might as well go all out. Might as well lose 5-0 than shut up shop and lose 3-0. So yeah, I think they'll go for it, and I think it'll be a thoroughly entertaining match because they have to go for it. So speaking of a team that have to go for it, Bayern Munich versus Lazio. Lazio were 4-1 down, Bayern have 4 away goals. Lazio have to go for it. And will they be able to break down the powerhouse that is Bayern Munich? We'll have to see. Bayern have just been so impressive. They won 3-1 over the weekend, extending their lead in the Bundesliga. I think it's going to be a very hard task against such an incredibly powerful team. I think Lazio have the ability, depending on the day that they show up, because sometimes their team just decides that they don't want to perform for some reason. So it'll be interesting to see. I think it'll be an interesting match because, again, like Mönchengladbach, they have nothing to lose. They might as well go for it. And these are the matches that you want to see from a neutral standpoint, because it's two teams that are just going all out. It's like a boxing match against 2 heavyweights. They're just going to batter each other. So yeah, I think it should be a thoroughly entertaining match. Whether Bayern win 6-0 or Lazio come back and win 5-0 and close the deficit, we'll have to see. And then the final Champions League match, Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid. Chelsea do have that 1 away goal that they're taking from the first leg, thanks to the Giroud bicycle kick. Was it bicycle kick? Overhead kick. I know it was some form of acrobatic kick from Giroud. So Atletico Madrid have a lot to work on, and the trouble with their style of play is it's not very free-flowing and counter-attacking. However, look at what they did against Liverpool last season. they were able to switch it on and brush Liverpool aside. Can they do that against Chelsea? We'll have to see. They're back in England again. It's not Liverpool this time, but they're back in England again. So we'll have to see what Diego Simeone's men can do. Definitely an interesting one. I don't think it's going to be very high scoring. As I mentioned in my previous video, Thomas Tuchel's men haven't even conceded a goal since he started. So will Atletico Madrid be the first ones to do it? You never know. They definitely have the firepower with the likes of João Felix and Luis Suarez. Just have to see what comes from it. Moving on to the Europa League. So I'm not going to go through all of the matches, but Arsenal are in a great position. They've got 3 away goals against Olympiacos. Tottenham also 2 away goals against Dinamo Zagreb. Roma 3 home goals, but still 3 goals against Shakhtar Donetsk. Rangers are the ones that have to perform. They have to get over their hangover from celebrating the Scottish Premier League to go against Slavia Praha. They do have the away goal, so let's see what they can do in Glasgow. Ajax already in a great position, 3-0 against Young Boys. I think they'll be able to take it through. The big one though, just as it was last week, is AC Milan versus Manchester United. Now, Milan got that 92nd minute away goal, which will be vital for them. Will they be up for it after what happened over the weekend? They lost 1-0 to Napoli. Manchester United are on a decent run of form. We beat Manchester City, we beat West Ham, and then we had that draw sandwiched in the middle. We'll have to see. I think if Marcus Rashford plays and we have our key people, I think we should be in a position to do all right. Especially, I don't know if it'll carry over, but Ante Rebic was sent off. I don't know if that'll have anything to do with the Europa League. I don't think it does, but we'll see how Milan perform after they've had a shaky couple of weeks. And as we saw against Real Sociedad, Manchester United perform a lot better away from home, especially in Europe. So we'll have to see. Well, actually, we perform better away from home in all competitions, but the Europa League especially. So I think it'll be a good match. I think Manchester United will try and set the rhythm, and then just like we did against West Ham, just sort of grind away until we get that goal. And if we can get an away goal, even if AC Milan do equalise, we're in a good position to go to extra time and penalties. So, not that I wanted to go to penalties. I'm English, I hate penalties. We're brought up with an inherent hate for penalties. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I think it'll definitely be an interesting match. Both teams have something to fight for. And yeah, I hope United can do it. So yeah. Other than that, that's it for the midweek matches. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about the Sevilla versus Elche and the Torino versus Sassuolo, no disrespect. But other than that, I'll be back with you on Thursday for my preview of this midweek matches, and then for the review of the midweek matches and the preview of the weekend's matches to come. So in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe, keeping out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And until next time, ta-ra.